So today we're going to do something we haven't done in a while, and that's a rap review. To be honest, I haven't been inspired by any new jams in quite a while. I haven't had a moment where I hear something and I think, well, geez, that is fire. That is until I came across this song. It's listed on YouTube as YBN Nahmir, Stoppa, feat 21 Savage. Now, as far as I can tell, there are two people and a song title here, but only one actual word. So I'm not sure what's happening exactly. I'm a little bit confused, but this is a popular song. I know that. The kids love it. My 4-year-old was bumping to it earlier this morning, so it's a really popular song. We'll give it a shot. Here's Stoppa with the song YBN Nahmir. Either that or it's YBN Nahmir with the song Stoppa. In any case, let's check it out. Here we go.
Hey, I eat pancake ass, weird ass, man.
He called them, if I heard correctly, he called them pancake ass N-words. You know, I'm not sure what that means. I assume it isn't good. If somebody accuses you of being a pancake ass, it's probably safe to assume that they're not trying to compliment you, I would think. I'm not sure, though. You know, I don't know what the exact nature of the insult is. And even though I don't know what the insult means, it kind of makes sense in a way. And I've noticed that rappers are very good at doing this, where they say something that on one level you think, wait a second, that's completely incoherent. But on another level, you think, yeah, but I sort of understand what you mean. So I can kind of see why I might go up to a guy and say like, you pancake ass fool. Look at Pancake over here with his pancake ass. I mean, I don't think I would ever say that to anybody, but at least YBN Nahmir can.
I keep a rocket in my pocket, socket called a pocket rocket. If it's war, we ain't playing games, we get it started. I'm the man, clip it, keep 100. I'm a gunner. When it's beef, we ain't playing games. We hit you and your mama. No, that chopper, that's that Stoppa. Hit you and your pop. I fell in love with all this money. You in love with drama. Say, baby, I'm not Sosa, baby, but I keep a llama. Got a pull up in a new I8. You riding in a Honda.
There are so many elements of this scene that we have to sort through. Like, there's a guy on a cell phone that was made in 1998. They've also got brand new iPhones and a TV that somebody watched the moon landing on in 1969. They got all this cash on the table, and YBN says that he fell in love with the money. It's a very financially confused scene, is what I'm saying.
You need to diversify your bonds.
Plus, they've got a window AC unit in the house. With all that money, you got hundreds of, just thousands of dollars sitting on the table. Take some of that. You could easily pay for central AC. Take a few wads of that cash, head down to Home Depot, talk to somebody about getting you an HVAC unit for the house. Now, in this case, that's a house with it's not a lot of square footage there. So HVAC system is going to pay for itself in energy savings over the years. And these are all things that I could explain if YBN and 21 Savage were to invite me to their barbecue. And I frankly think that most rapper crews need a white dad in a flannel at the barbecue, just dropping a little bit of dad knowledge. That's my theory. Anyway.
All these tattoos on my f***ing body. She say I'm a hottie. Why your girlfriend always wanna f*** me, wanna touch my body? We got all type of f***ing guys, might even have a time. I remember them days in the just to free my ride and free Chris though. Remember we was bouncing out with Fofo. A nigga keep it solid in LA, I keep a clip though. Cause no, I can't be lacking in these streets, I keep a big pole. And I can't have no with me if they gon' snitch home. That chopper, that's that Stoppa. Hit you and your pop. I fell in love with all this money. You in love with drama. Say, baby, I'm not Sosa, baby, but I keep a llama. Got a pull up in a new I8. You riding in.
When I listen to these lyrics and I try to process the message, I can't help but pick up on very heavy Dr. Seuss influences in the rhyme scheme. And who's canceled now, by the way, for being racist. But I think he should get credit for influencing much of modern rap. Like he says in the first verse, I keep a rocket in my pocket, socket called a pocket rocket, which is very similar to Seuss when he wrote about the wocket in the pocket, one of my favorite Dr. Seuss books growing up. And really in both cases, you become a little uncomfortable because it sounds vaguely sexual. And then YBN says in the hook, he says, here's what he says. Know that choppa, that's the Stoppa, hit you and your partners. I fell in love with all this money. You in love with drama. Say, baby, I'm not Sosa, baby, but I keep a llama. Gonna pull up in a new I8. You riding in a Honda. And I love that because of the way that he advocates for responsible farming practices. And he says he has a llama. I'm a little worried about there isn't enough room to house a llama on that postage stamp yard there, but I'll assume he's rented out a barn or something like that, some farmland somewhere. But basically, he has gotten into animal husbandry, and he's advocating for it in this song. That's what I'm picking up on. I could imagine him maybe going and performing this song about raising llamas, maybe to a 4-H club for kids or something like that. So now I'm getting into the song.
I'm savage, 21. Toss your baby mama in the air like she a salad. Oh God. Ratchet up me while I'm driving, she from Dallas. Straight up. Lil' mama got some buns on her, I call her Patty. 21. My mother be smoking all the wood, she from Cali. 21. In my Tesla roaster, 21. My pistol out the holster. Oh I'm double cupping syrup, I don't need no coaster. Facts. Ops want promotion, put him on the poster. Gun him down in his own hood, cause he local. I watch 10 bricks. God. Rolling like Miami, I put up with 10 sticks. 21. Smell my fragrance, you can't tell me I ain't rich. 21. Big 4L, ain't shaking no hand with no snitch.
There's a few things that I appreciate here as we hear 21 Savage come and deliver his verse, spit his bars. First, I love that 21 Savage really gives the impression of somebody who doesn't want to be in the music video at all.
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
He seems very put out, like he doesn't want to be at the party. Everybody else is throwing cash around, you know, really doing the Stoppa. 21 Savage is off in the corner, and when it's his turn to rap, he's kind of like rolling his eyes and saying, fine, okay, I'll spit some bars if you want me to. And he comes with, let's be honest, some pretty lazy material. You could tell that he wasn't ready for this. Like he showed up to the house and they're getting ready for the music video, and he said, oh, is that today? Grabbed a napkin, ran to the kitchen, wrote his verse in about 4 minutes. And that's how we get lines like this. He says, Lil Mama got some buns on her, I call her Patty. Do you really, though? Do you really call her Patty because of her buns? I don't think you do. Maybe 21 Savage can get away with a line like that. I don't think I could. If I was single, no way I could walk up to a woman and say, hey, couldn't help but notice your buns. Say, do you mind if I call you Patty? No, that wouldn't work for me. I would get Cuomo'd on that. Sexual harassment claims, everything. But I'm not 21 Savage, so he can do that. Speaking of which, I also liked how 21 Savage said his name, 21, after every line. So it goes, he says, Lil Mama got some buns on her, I call her Patty, 21. My model be smoking all the woods, she from Cali, 21. Rolling loud Miami, I pull up with 10 sticks, 21. Smell my fragrance, you can tell me I ain't rich, 21. Big 4L, I ain't shaking no hand with no snitch, 21. So it's almost like, it's like Memento or something where he has no short-term memory, and so he has to remind himself who he is every 2 seconds. And that's smart because you don't want to have an existential crisis in the middle of the rap where you forget who you are, where you are, why you are. Only thing I'll say is that, and look, I don't mean to harsh anyone's vibe, okay? I don't mean to harsh any buzzes here, but again, as the white dad in the flannel at the barbecue, marijuana does affect short-term memory. So if you're having trouble remembering things from one moment to the next, you have to remind yourself who you are in the middle of the song, then maybe I would think about not smoking that good quite so often.
That's that Stoppa, hit you in your pot. I fell in love with all this money, you in love with drama. Say, baby, I'm not so baby, but I keep it long. Got a pull up in a new I8, you riding in a Honda. All that chopper, that's that Stoppa, hit you in your pot. I fell in love with all this money, you in love with drama. Say, baby, I'm not so baby, but I keep it long. Got a pull up in a new I8.
Well, look, at least they blur out the middle fingers in the end. That literally a whole song about drugs, guns, hoes, but the middle finger at the end is a bridge too far. And I appreciate that. I mean, in the last verse, the guy was talking about drinking and driving while holding a loaded pistol in his hand on his way to murder someone while wearing a watch that he bought with drug money. But you wouldn't want something really inappropriate like a crass hand gesture in your music video. We all have standards. Even YBN and 21 Savage do. And that, I think, is the silver lining.